All right, we're going to go back to the ZJ,
Ooh.
who, if folks remember, was playing a combo Magmar list, and then Gil4, who we have not seen yet. So let's load that up. I will tell you right now what Gil4 is playing. Also Magmar, for whatever it's worth.
Ooh. So I wonder if they both stumbled across the same Battle Pet nonsense list, or if there is going to be, a little bit of difference here.
I lied. Gil4 is playing Abyssian. So ignore.
Oh man, Zooch with the curveball.
Yeah.
M. Night Shyamalan. Okay, we actually got a Cassava. It was Abyssian all along.
Dude,
Now,
I've been wrong so much today, by the way.
it's okay. Yeah.
I've just been repeatedly incorrect, so I would just assume at this point chat just ignores anything I say. Yeah, here you go. You got Cassava.
Oh my goodness, but look at this hand. Cassava running the Dark Nemesis and the Klaxon.
Try.
Going for that late game checkmate deck.
Yeah, look at this. What do you get? I think you easily get rid of these two cards, right? Like, you're not casting this anytime soon, you're not casting this, but it's definitely a burn list. This is something we haven't seen yet, by the way. We have yet to see the burn on burn matchup.
Right, Venomtoth too. Wow, so this is like a control burn, the very slow attrition-based kill your opponent over time. Rather, burn decks that we've seen, especially in Duelyst, have had a lot of burst built into their burn list, where they have a little bit just to trickle in and soften you up, and then they'll burn you out like, 10, 15 damage in one turn with a huge combo they've been saving for. But I really like an attrition-based burn list like this.
I just like the fact that this is we only had one of these in the last Amazyng race, where you have you have these burn decks trying to kill each other, but they can't attack each other. So it's this weird song and dance where they're like take damage, sort of. And
where they're just like looking at each other really, really scarily.
Now here's a question: do you play Flameblood Warlock, or do you just like ship it and like, no, I can never play this card?
I think if Gil4 had a stronger opening,
Yeah,
I probably would have gone for the Flameblood. Like if there was an ooze on the board right now, right, then you just stack the Flameblood on top of that, and then you're just pressuring your opponent.
man. Oh, geez, ZJ's hand is just miserable right now. Golly.
And he's facing off against the Dark Seed,
Yeah.
which is a card that you don't see nowadays at all. In this matchup, when both players are most likely going to have full hands, the Dark Seed has been able to do a lot of work here.
I didn't want to say it. I almost wanted to say, like, I think here you just get rid of the Elucidator. I think you have to play Elucidator here and kill this Venomtoth. Like, it's, like, pretty miserable, but I don't know what else you do.
I mean, you're taking 5 HP worth of damage to potentially put a stopper in. I don't know, because I don't know like what kind of because oh man,
This is
you
hard.
could probably argue in circles all day about whether it's better to take 5 damage now or just
Yeah.
wait for like a big burst combo, because you aren't going to be like taking that much damage.
I think maybe he really, really wants to get this Elucidator Diretide combo, and I don't blame him at all. So, I don't know, but like he's not going to get any creature from this fog, like, because he's going to mill. I don't know. I feel like this is just, that was a turn you had to bite the bullet and take 5, and you'd still have your thing on the board. I mean, you could ping it, I guess, but now you're going to take 6. It's just,
Oh yeah, oh man, this is so rough. And we'll see if, him not taking that damage, preserving the Elucidator, right? Because you take one HP worth of damage for whatever minion you summon, but at the end of the day, he's still got that crazy Ion burst that's going to burst his opponent for 14. So,
jeez. And you know what? I think that if I had to guess, I would say that Abyssian is like way favored in the matchup because it's running Void Pulse, right?
Let's get a little bit of healing, right?
Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh, golly, Earth Sphere. Oh, with the tech. Oh my gosh,
He's
That's
like, well,
awesome.
what if everybody else is bringing burn? Then
That's
I have +8 HP. That
awesome.
is legendary.
Man,
One of
wow.
was
Maybe.
not expecting to see that at all. And one of the interesting things, right, about Flameblood Warlock is it comes down and deals 3 damage to your face. And normally you have to scramble to sacrifice something to that 3/1 because you don't want it to hit you, because then you've taken 6 and your opponent's only taken 3.
Yeah.
Now the ZJ doesn't need to worry about that. Ooze finally coming down to put on the real pressure here.
So what? Okay. What do you do here? Do you Elucidator and Dire Tide to clear out the ooze, which is like the only creature that can hurt you, and you also deal 6 damage to your opponent, or do you, like, I don't know, do something else? Also, by the way, he's got the Yun Soul combo that can do 10 damage out of nowhere.
I think because what he could do is he can move above the ooze and play the Yun, and then take the 50-50. The problem here is that this Elucidator Dire Tide makes it so that it's left as a 1 HP minion. So if the ooze spawns, it's Shadow Creep Tile underneath him.
Yeah, and
Or
he can
and
just
then
be pinged,
exactly
yeah.
Amazyng, you just ping it. So
Yeah.
it's very likely to be dealt with here. Oh,
Oof.
but it looks like Gil is going to need to spend the extra mana, or sacrifice the Lore Master.
I love the fact that he stole the Earth Sphere with Lore Master, and like I almost hope that he just waits a turn so he can Earth Sphere and get it immediately back with Lore Master again. Because you're not going to take 15 in a single turn, right?
Right, and the thing too is we already saw, based on Gil4's opening hand, that he's playing a control burn list. He wants to get
Yeah.
to the late game and have like his Dark Nemesis set up, because you can't. You're going up against a burn list, especially. He's not going to have removal really, and if he uses a thumping wave to take something to take that thing out, then that's going to be a huge combo piece that you don't have to worry about.
That makes me sad that he used it right there. So I think ZJ's got a pretty solid play right here, right? He's got Yun plus Greater Fortitude plus Soul. Like, he's going to take 2 damage in the process, but deal 7 and put, like, huge things on the board that his opponent has to deal with.
Yeah, I do really dig this.
Yeah. Do you draw a card? Because you're going to have extra mana left over. Let me ask that. I feel like if you're going to draw the card, you know it, you just do it first.
Oh, that's true. Probably, wanting to go for blood here and then saying, "Oh, wait, no, I have a."
Yeah, I'll have extra mana. Might as well.
But he's going to draw here. If you take damage from the Dark Seed, then so be it. You've already got your win condition sitting in front of your opponent's face.
Oof. I think, what do? You just Dark Seed here and then punish the Yun and then clear out this 1/1 with your Venom Toth, I guess. I don't know, but you smack your opponent for 4, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. And this is interesting because he's set up with, he gets to remain pretty healthy. Had he waited and still had the Earth Spear in his hand this turn, sure, he could still make the same play, right, with the punish and clearing all this out, but not really having enough time to do all this plus Earth Spear.
Yeah, you're right. I will say this, though. If I were him, I would have switched up the order and cast the Dark Sphere first, because now if your opponent has his own Alcuin, he could steal it potentially. Not that, like, that's the worst thing that could happen, but,
Right, especially in this format, you want to try to shake up your spell ordering whenever you can to try to give your opponent a really poor option for playing their Lore Master.
Oh, man. ZJ has a ton of bursts that he could potentially do. I don't think you can cast this Elucidator, though. He's just doing it. He's just doing it.
So here he is taking the 5 damage.
Yeah. But, I mean, he does get to kill this Venom Toth. I don't know.
Oh man, this is so tricky because now the ZJ at 3 HP, he needs to worry about. He already saw the second Dark Seed. Maybe he doesn't have third, or you got to worry. Oh my God, there it is.
It doesn't matter. I mean, he had Meltdown, right? Like, he's not showing the Meltdown. I like this play. Like Gil had won just via Meltdown, but I like the fact that he's not showing it off just in case it comes up in
That's
the future
true. The
game.
Lore Master could have traded into the Elucidator to make that a 100% face hit. So he is holding that information.
Yeah.
Very smart.
I like it. I like it. Okay, we're